Hey, you! I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
Plus we practice what we preach and read them scriptures then apply. You wanna pull up on the prophets, come and try. It don't matter where we be at, when you see us we gon' ride. We'll pull up where you be at, hit the streets and bring it out. Plus we practice what we preach and read them scriptures then apply. You want that pressure, we got that. Scared of prophets, I doubt that. Got them scriptures, so don't make us bring it out, cause we bout that. Head chopping your doctrine, lay it down in the coffin. Sabbath morning, rise and shine. When we get up, we be out there. They call us prophets, proceed with caution.
How you doing, bro? Good. So you said happy Sabbath. How you doing, my sis? Good, good. Nice to meet y'all. All praises. All right, so you familiar with the Sabbath day?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So so you know that you're an Israelite then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so cool. So now I want to ask you a couple of questions. What are some requirements that we have to do on the Sabbath day? So what are the things that we're allowed to do, and what are the things we're not allowed to do?
Well, from what I always taught by my uncle,
Okay.
I always taught by my uncle that we spend time with our family. He's a big dude, so he like to eat. So
Okay.
he's in order, and it's pretty much spending time with your family.
I got you. I got you. Well, let's get that first part. Let me get the holy convocation first, because you're right. Now, there's a certain particular family that we have to spend time with. Okay, because us men, we spend time with our families also, but it's not our immediate family, because our immediate family, they don't know what the Sabbath day is, so they're not going to keep the Sabbath day the same way you would. So I'm going to show you the type of family that we got to spend time with. All right.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
Holy convocations, okay? Do you know what holy means? Holy just means separate, okay? So now we separate the Sabbath day from all the other 6 days of the week. This is when we get together. So we have a holy convocation with like-minded believers, with like-minded people who are in one accord with keeping the commandments of God. So you're right, that's one thing we have to do. So now give me something else that we're not allowed to do, because I remember you said with your family, you said that he was big and he has feasts. Okay, so now what type of food does he eat on the Sabbath day?
Well, he always like describe like food like seafood and stuff as slave food. So we'll always eat stuff like chicken, mashed potatoes, like feasty fat food.
Feasty fat foods. Okay, so what we're gonna read a law, because now many of us, we eat chicken as well, but what we have to do, and we're gonna get to that, the chicken that we eat, it may be room temperature or maybe even cold, because we're gonna get that we're not allowed to eat hot food. Okay, we can't eat hot chicken on the Sabbath day. It has to be cold. And you know what, I like cold fried chicken with some ketchup. It don't taste that bad, right?
Yeah, well,
all praises.
I'll put it on my...
Right. So let me, you got some?
I got a question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Why we gotta eat it cold?
We're gonna explain to you.
Okay.
That's an excellent question, why we gotta eat it cold, all right? And watch this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So when it's talking about kindling a fire, remember, during the time of Exodus, we didn't have electricity. So if they had to like take a stick and light a fire on the stick just so they can get light, that's not what it's talking about. When it says kindle fire, it's talking about using that fire that you kindle to cook food or to heat up food. You know what I'm saying? Today they have devices such as a microwave, where we may not see a fire in the microwave, but it's a device that we use to heat up food. So when it's saying don't kindle fire, God is letting us know just one day out the week, we're not allowed to eat that hot food. You know what I'm saying? When today is the Sabbath day, started last night, so when the sun goes down tonight, we could go back to all the hot food we want to eat. You know what I'm saying? So now let me get 16:23, because what we have to do is prepare the day before, okay? And make double portions so we can have enough food for our family, our convocation on the Sabbath day. That makes sense so far?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
The book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So Moses is speaking to the Israelites. He says tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So just think about it. He's talking about, let's say it's already Thursday night. Thursday night will start the new day on Friday. So now it's approaching the Sabbath day, which started last night. So he says tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Go ahead.
Bake that which you will bake today.
So it says bake that what you're going to bake today. So you have pretty much, let's say you have all day Friday. You got, let's just say, you got from Friday morning to Friday night, okay? You're going to bake everything that you're going to cook before Friday night sundown, okay?
And see that ye will seethe.
So seethe, another word for seethe means to boil, okay? So sometimes, you know, we boil eggs, we boil certain foods that we can keep refrigerated, okay?
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So we do all our cooking. What this is called leftovers. You know what I'm saying? This is the biblical term for leftovers, where we cook our food the day before and then we eat it the day after. Now make sure you prepare enough food that can be refrigerated, because certain foods, if you leave it out overnight, it may not taste as good or it could possibly go bad. So make sure you cook the food that can be refrigerated so you can eat it the next day, which will be today, which is the Sabbath day. Okay, that makes sense? Go ahead. All right, so does that answer your question on why we can't eat anything hot? Okay, so it's not only eating. We can't have hot coffee. We can't have hot chocolate. Now, you know, they make iced coffee, and it tastes just as good. You know what I'm saying? So we can eat salad. We can eat cereal. We can eat sandwiches. Trust me, we don't starve on the Sabbath day. We fill our bellies with the foods that God tells us that we could eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. So now, we went over the Holy Convocation. We went over the foods that we are allowed to eat. So now, I'm going to ask you again. So what else some of the do's and don'ts for the Sabbath day?
Don't spend money on Sabbath.
All praises.
Don't spend money on
You are on point.
That's one thing. I don't even talk. We don't even spend money. We don't touch money on Sabbath.
Got you. Now, let me get Matthew 12 and 8 first, okay? Because yes, but now there may be a situation where some brothers, they may have to work on a Sabbath day, you know, but sometimes they'll ask for the day off. You know, sometimes we could be traveling a long distance. We may run out of gas, so we may be in positions where we may have to get gas on a Sabbath day. But at the same time, God commands us to make sure you prepare as best as you can. At least make the attempt to ask your boss for the day off.
I know we don't work either.
Right, exactly. We're going to get all of that. Yep, so let me get Matthew 12 and 8 first.
The book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 8. For the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath day.
So Christ, with the new covenant with Christ, he came to give us mercy. You know what I'm saying? Because Christ already knows that we may be put in positions where we may have to work, where we may have to deal with money. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to wait. Like if you get a flat tire right now, you're not going to wait till the sun goes down to change your tire. No, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to, you know, spend money on a Sabbath day to fix your tire to get where you have to go. So it's not talking about, you know, it's the difference between willfully breaking it and being, where we may call it as forcing your hand. Okay? So now let's get Nehemiah 10:31. Because you're absolutely right. Going back to your point, we're not supposed to spend money. We're not supposed to buy anything on the Sabbath day. We have 6 days to do that. Okay?
The book of Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So we have many nations that own these businesses. You know, we serve our enemy for the want of all things. So you have other nations that come out here and set up shop, you know, for things for us to purchase.
Like flea markets.
Flea markets, that's one of them. You got hot dog stands, you got plenty of stuff. You know, the malls are open. You know, back then in Jerusalem, you know, and we'll read it in a minute with Nehemiah, he commanded everything, all stores to be closed. But right now, we're not living in our homeland. We're in the land of our captivity. So us right now as people, we can't control know whether or not the stores are going to stay open or not. You know what I'm saying? But what we have the control to do is to keep our money in our pocket and not go shopping on the Sabbath day. We have that much control. Okay? Read on.
Or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
Okay, so we're not allowed to buy and sell. Let me get Exodus 20 and 8. Because now this is going to deal with the working. So we're going to have a holy convocation with righteous believers. Okay, we're not allowed to cook or eat hot food or drink hot beverages. Okay, and we're not allowed to work. We're not allowed to buy anything. Now we're going to get working. Okay.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So God gives us 6 days, you know, for us to labor, to pay our bills, to run errands, do all of that stuff. God is just asking for 1 day. That's not much. You know what I'm saying?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So we know that the 7th day is Saturday, because remember, the day starts in the evening. So Friday night to tonight, when the sun goes down tonight, it's a 24-hour period that God doesn't want us to buy anything, work, or none of the above, okay?
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So anybody that lives with you, if they live in under your roof, guess what? They have to keep the commandments. They have to do what you say. You know what I'm saying? So nobody in your house, none of your family members that are living with you are allowed to do any of these violations that the Sabbath day entails. You know what I'm saying? So those are the 3 major things for the Sabbath day.
You used to scream black power while Heron was pushed, but at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.